There's an expression in Spanish which is basically vamos a sacar todo el jugo. It's like we're going to squeeze all the juice out of the fruit. And to me, I guess the way that I frame this is that the inertia that was carried over from the business model strategies and brands of the last century had enough forward momentum and inertia that they got through the first decade of this century, not unscathed, but carrying forward. And that party is pretty much over. And so it's not that the brands won't survive, but they can't survive doing the same thing. The expectations of the consumer, the business partner, the audience, and the power that is now in the hands of people and businesses to understand who's there and what they're actually good at and good for and how to relate to them is just, far outseeds anything that we've had before from a business perspective. There's a lot of power that's in the hands of the consumer these days, and from a branding perspective, I think big brands end up feeling at a loss. The way that brands were designed and powered in the world before was essentially thoughtful or silly or clever campaigns pushed out, and that if it was run enough in enough right places, you won, and people would run out and buy your product and think you were the big kahuna in the space. And that strategy doesn't work anymore. But, your friends and your friends' friends have a lot more power than 6 people in a marketing conference room looking at a campaign that's going to cost them tens of millions of dollars. So there's a bunch of things that I think are interesting, and they have a lot of implications for how new businesses and old businesses move in important and clever ways to get closer to their customers and closer to their partners.